Hey guys, I hope you're all doing great. I just wanted to do a video on my favorite topic, which is sugary drinks. I don't know why I always feel the need to talk about it because I feel like not a lot of recovery people talk about it. So, why do I want to emphasize that you should drink sugary drinks? It's because it was one of my biggest fears, and I keep on seeing, sometimes I still see recovery content, especially now I downloaded TikTok again, and then they always show you all types of videos that would fit your personality to test out what they should show more, just to adapt the algorithm to you. And yeah, so they showed some recovery videos, and I just see recovering people drinking Coke Zero, etc. And it just makes me so sad because I don't know, if you are doing recovery, do it in a way of really not being scared at all and just drinking the things that you're scared of, not only eating but also drinking. So for me, back then, my biggest fears were things like a smoothie, juices, normal Coca-Cola, Fanta, syrup. I just saw it as a real waste of calories. And I think most people with a restrictive ED see that as a waste of calories. So that's why drinking those types of drinks really, really, sorry for my voice, I don't know what's happening, really gets you over your whole ED behaviors, because it is letting go of even the stupidest little thoughts and things that maybe diet culture really does validate. Like diet culture says don't drink sugary drinks, don't do this, don't do that. And there is even better for fighting back if you actually do something that goes against standards that society tries to set us. And then also very interesting, for me, my recovery was, my goal was to end up being one of those really careless people. I just don't care about calories, and now I really am. I eat and drink whatever. um, and yeah, so in my environment, a lot of the skinny people are the ones that do drink the sugary version, and a lot of people that are kind of chubby, which I also was, and I still am not skinny at all, but I'm saying people who actively try to restrict their food often end up with a worse metabolism. And since I wanted to be someone who could just do whatever, for me, being able to drink whatever was the biggest goal. Not the biggest one, but obviously eating kind of is easier at first, and so drinking, really, I had to challenge myself so many times. I told this story before. I was really in the store. My goal was to get a smoothie, like one of those small smoothies, which now I'm drinking in one sip. And I couldn't. I ran out of the store again, and I had to try twice or three times until I actually bought one of those stupid ass smoothies and things like that. And then I really had phases of me drinking a lot of sugary drinks, especially because sometimes I need it just to get some sugar in or to get some energy, because I don't want to eat something but I still need the sugar. And so for me, those drinks are a lifesaver. And in my opinion, if you are recovering and taking recovery seriously, you should never drink something like a Coke Zero, or I don't know, Red Bull Light, or however those things are called. Always drink the sugary version, because it will tell your ED fuck you. And then also it will, I don't know, I'm still really not a fan of any fake sugars. I feel like they signal something wrong to your head, Maybe that's a myth, I don't know, but honestly, if you follow your body and your body wants something sweet, then drink something sweet or eat something sweet and don't try to fake it. It's not gonna do anything good either. In the end, now I'm at a point like usually I just want water. I mean, usually. I also want a lot of coffee during the day. And then sometimes I'm craving some sweet drink, which is completely fine. It's just that you have to learn to be okay with drinking those things because those are the things that actually scare or are actually scary in EDs. And so it's a big step also mentally to be able to drink those things. And it will give you a lot of freedom later on in life. Like, I don't know if you're a party and there, I don't know, you don't want to drink alcohol or you do want to drink alcohol and you want to drink something fancy. The drinks are always going to be with soda or like juice. And so, even for little occasions like that, it's so much greater if you have zero stress around drinks like that. And so, the way I did it, I told you before, like I challenged myself to drink smoothies. I think the first time I drank a smoothie, I'm not sure if I cried. I probably did. It took me several tries to actually get one. And then I didn't because I had like a relapse and I didn't drink anything like that for a long time. The only things I drank was like white wine, vodka. And so then one time my brother brought us like some fast food. And then he brought me and nobody else a sugary drink. And I was like so overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I was like so upset. And he was like, if you don't want it, I'm gonna take it, no worries. I was like, no, leave it in the fridge. And then at some point, like I really got myself together. I cried when I drank it, really. I think I still have footage of it somewhere. It took me so much that I cried while I was drinking it. I drank it in like little sips. And like, why? Now I don't understand it anymore, but I'm telling you, it was very hard. And then I started to drink cappuccinos instead of black coffee, which is also a big step. It was really fancy at the beginning. And then when I was really, really recovering, I started to go to Starbucks and get fancy drinks. So I would get, like a caramel macchiato or a mocha and stuff like that. And so I really stepped my game up. Then I challenged myself to buy like a bottle of Coke. And then I started to try to, when I went out to eat, also take something sweet to drink, just to challenge me really. And then I was at some point pretty much recovered. And then actually in the phase where I started to lose weight, my overshoot weight, I was drinking a lot of soda because whenever I was working, people there would always have sodas, and so did I. So I would just drink soda whenever I was at work there. And yeah, now I still do sometimes, like I think probably several times a week actually. Because sometimes either I just want something bubbly or I don't know, just something sweet, and so I will get a soda. And then oftentimes I have sweet coffees. I also like black coffee. It's just depending on my mood, but now I have zero problems with it and I love it actually. So go challenge yourself and drink the sugary version.